You're watching the Eternal Tournament Series.
And we are back for the finals. It's week 4, season 2, the Eternal Tournament Series. I, of course, Mark, a.k.a. IR Chibi Kawaii, in the booth with me. I've got Ilion. We've got a great matchup. It's Magikarp versus Tin Man. We got Tokens versus Stonescar, aggro, gunslingers, shenanigans. What's your opinion of this before these players get started?
Fishy. We're gonna see Tokens win. I listen. Yeah? I believe. I faltered for a second at the end of Game 5 last round, and I can't do that again. Magikarp all the way. I'm putting it down. I'm just gonna say it.
All right.
I feel like Magikarp's just running hot. Magikarp, like we saw the top decks. You saw it. Magikarp's got the heart of the vault and the heart of the cards, and I'm seeing a win.
That's not wrong. That's not wrong. And we'll see what happens. I think we can go ahead and get the players underway though.
We're actually looking about like, what the odds are here.
Yeah, I think Stonescar aggro's got a little, well, maybe not though.
It's kind of a 50-50 toss up in a way.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really good cheap chump blocks for Magikarp, but Stonescar also has a lot of like overwhelm units in things like Cha-Cha, right? So like Champion of Chaos. So
exactly.
It's kind of a bit of just what people get here. If you see a lot of Champion of Chaoses coming down early, then it's going to be pretty tough for the tokens list to survive because the overwhelm is just too big of a problem. But I mean, if we see a bunch of assembly lines and only Rakano Outlaws, then we're probably in okay shape.
I'm gonna give this game to Tin Man.
Yeah, Vicious High. Yeah, this game in particular. This one might be going in that direction. Since we're seeing a Cha-Cha and a Vicious Highwayman, it seems pretty good. It seems. I think there's a problem here for poor old Magikarp. There's a lot of cards in Tin Man's deck that does get through the chump blockers here of Magikarp. Like, because Vicious Highwayman and Cha-Cha are just so nasty here.
Also, I'd like to point out real quick, Magikarp, even though it knows that there are no Dark Returns in the deck, still blocking correctly there, blocking the Grenadin and not the Grenadin drone.
Yes.
Just to, deny that void value of that Grenadin drone coming back in some sort of way.
100%. One of the biggest pet peeves that I have is people blocking the Grenadin drone and not the Grenadin that it makes.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost never correct. Yeah.
Don't put a unit with an ability into the yard unless you know they're playing like Praxis Displacer. Yeah,
like,
that's all I'm saying.
Here it doesn't matter. But it's always good to remember that. It's good practice. It's a good habit to have.
Ooh.
Put it that way.
I actually don't like not chumping with the initiative sands there.
Yeah.
I would have just taken it off the board. You just like, I guess now you enable a double block on the Champion of Chaos. If you
I think that what you're trying to do is leave yourself alive to get the Heart of the Vault, because that's your only way out of this, right?
Okay.
You block there, and take the 7 and just kind of hope and pray. I mean, it's not you're dead. Magikarp is in a world of hurt.
Well, maybe not. Like to your point, right? You get to you need another time source, so you have to hit that time influence. So
you need some really good top decks. Oh no, the daggers. So you've got the time source, but it's depleted, so you can't actually get the Heart of the Vault down. We'll be able to play another Xenon Obelisk, but I mean that's just not enough.
I don't think it matters, right?
No, it's not enough to stop all the fun slingers on Tin Man's side from continuing to ply the fun at your face.
Oh, I like. Hey, all right, family-friendly stream. What's going on here?
What's going on is there's going to be a lot of damage coming in Magikarp's head here.
Is there
a lot of fun heading straight for the face. Face is the place, and we're down to 2 with very, very little for outs.
Yeah, so we do see another Xenon Obelisk and
warping
another
the Ember. It's just so miserable. Like knowing that that's what you're going to hit just feels bad.
Well, that means you get to play, so it's another blocker, so you're technically alive.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not alive anymore now that this hideout pistol's coming out, but you were theoretically alive for a short period of time. Yeah,
it's the Schrodinger's tokens.
You're not dead unless you're dead, right? You're not dead
Yeah.
unless you're observed dead. Yeah, that makes sense.
So the carp in the fishbowl is not quite belly up and not quite swimming correctly.
It's kind of
but
hasn't moved in a couple days, yeah, but it's not floating yet. So we're not sure. Though we're sure now because it did float to the top of the bowl there. With Tin Man taking that game down, we're again going to jump immediately back into the next game as players are unable to sideboard until game 3. We do see our players getting back into that match. Honestly, I think that that's how most of these matchups are going to go. Like, I just don't think that like Magikarp has to like constantly put out chump blockers early. And if they're constantly running out those chump blockers, what are they going to have in order to start eating the other units, right?
yeah, that's the problem. I mean, they need to have what you want to do is chump block until you hit Heart of the Vault, and then hopefully try and like not just chump block, but kind of like do decent trades, like trade your assembly line for the Cha-Cha early if you can. You know, like you want to try and get those kinds of things. That's the hope. I'm not saying that it'll work. I'm saying that's the goal, is to try and get those kinds of trades down if you can, and then be able to Heart of the Vault and kind of win from there, right? Pick something off, and then start like slamming obelisks and go from there. Obelisk here is kind of nice. I mean,
it is, and I mean, like, I think this game specifically, Tin Man is going to lose, but that's because Tin Man's hand is utter garbage right now, or at least for this matchup.
Well, the thing is with we've mentioned it before, right? You can't win a tournament just by being good. You have to be lucky and good. I actually, it does really matter. Like, you can be one of the best players in the world, but if you don't draw well, the variance is a thing in these games. You're not going to always win, no matter if you pick the right deck and no matter if you do the perfect plays. So, yeah, just kind of a rough start here for Tin Man.
Wow.
And Magikarp's got the heart. Magikarp with Xenon Obelisk. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to see, I'm assuming Seek Power into Xenon Obelisk again. It's close because it's a little awkward to get this heart out on curve.
Yeah.
But I imagine they want to play the Obelisk here.
Oh, no, or you're just going to draw a time
yeah.
source. Yeah. Okay, so now what I think we're going to end up seeing is what? Xenon Obelisk with Crest, and then next turn straight into Heart of the Vault.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And you probably keep Drone on top because it's
I think
just
so.
like...
Yeah.
That's a ton of power.
6 power for 1 mana. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that,
or
it's
1
just
power.
massive.
6 attack for 1 power? There we go. There's my right terminology. Tin Man's going to be able to get in for 6 here, but who cares at this point, really? Right?
Yeah, it still keeps them at 5, and then Heart of the Vault is going to be able to kill. Oh, right, they're going to okay, Rapid Shot to gain just extra life.
Okay.
Buy themselves some breathing room. That's a scary thing for Tin Man for Magikarp to see
but
here.
Tin Man doesn't have any units. No, I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you're scared. Like, did they kill you? Yes or no? No. All right, cool.
With the Heart of the Vault, just cleaning things up. Yeah. Just such a great hand from Magikarp. Double Obelisk into Heart of the Vault is unreal. Like, it's just such a nasty curve. And Tin Man just really stumbled there for power.
Yeah, now we get to go to the boards. I have to imagine the Purifies are coming in. I actually like the Crimson Fire Maws in this matchup too. It's a blocker that you can play on turn 4 that gets you increased value, but also doesn't die to a lot of the things that they're playing. At least right off the bat, right?
Yeah, no, I can see that for sure. Crimson Fire Maw doesn't die to things like torches, and I mean, like, it can die to eventually to a hideout pistol, but it doesn't die to torches. It doesn't die to most of the things that are attacking, and like, it can't be shot down with Vicious Highwayman like most of your units can.
It feels better than Praxis Displacer is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a very reasonable side out here for sure. And I mean, one of the other things that Stone Scar doesn't really have any flying blockers, right? So
exactly,
it doesn't have great removal for the Fire Maw, and it also can't really stop it. So if you can Fire Maw into, I mean, the ideal curve of Heart of the Vault again, yeah, that's a big game, as they say. And I think that you're definitely going to do that. You probably put in the Purifies because you just really need to answer all these units. For Tin Man, would you put in Statuary Maiden?
I think so. Right?
I think you have to, right? Because it's
it blocks all the big stuff.
For so many
also
jump blocks.
Eats a whole bunch of guys. Looks like the players are back into a game already. So obviously taking a little bit of time since they knew the matchup, seemingly getting their sideboard plans together. Wow, Magikarp, I think, has to throw this back, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a hand of 3 Alluring Embers. Like, there's all 3 of them. Not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. This hand, not terrible, though. Trailmaker going to be able to come out, give the second time influence, ramp Magikarp a little bit here.
Yeah, I would be terrified if I'm Magikarp, though, because leaning so hard on Trailmaker when you know that you're playing against Stone Scar with torches and Vicious Highwayman, like, that feels so bad. It feels rough to know that there's a really high chance of it dying before it matters. It's not going to be killed immediately here, thankfully.
Yeah,
but
and it dies next turn, potentially, to the Hideout Pistol. Wow. Okay. I didn't see Tin Man trading there, but I guess they can play the Argenport Instigator now.
I'm not sure that I like that attack from Magikarp, honestly, because they could have gotten Heart of the Vault online. I mean, I guess that Vicious Highwayman would come down, but I don't know that you want to trade that.
I mean, it also could have been trying to be like feigning a sign of strength, right? Because they had power up, and it's just basically saying, hey, I don't even care what happens to this unit. Ooh, but here's a banner. We're going to be able to see Obliterate come down, probably on the Argenport Instigator.
Yeah, it has to be. Instigator is such a bad card for Magikarp to see because of all the tokens. It makes chump blocks so nasty.
Yeah, but now we're going to see Heart of the Vault into Heart of the Vault. So
key here, Tin Man missing on power again, unable to play that Vicious Highwayman or Bandit Queen, right?
Yeah.
Because, man, Bandit Queen would have been a pretty good turn there, or Vicious Highwayman, either one. And double Heart of the Vault, it's just going to do what Heart of the Vault does and steal games.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and eat that Rip Knife Assassin.
Welcome to Mr. Bones' wild ride of value, just unending. Oh, man, into Purify.
Wow.
Yeah, this is absurd. It's such great value here. And I mean, yeah, Oni Ronin comes down and then just gets immediately picked off by the other Heart of the Vault, right?
Yeah.
And you attack in with the other one. You've got Purify to deal with Cha-Cha whenever you feel like. You don't really even care. It's no big deal.
Yeah, you're at 21 life right now.
Oh, and you get to Alluring Ember off the top? Oh, it's just disgusting.
Or do you play Assembly Line?
No, you get the value. Okay. You go for the value.
Yeah. Get an extra point of a damage in.
Yeah, they're going to torch it, but I feel like that's almost just conceding, honestly. Because you just know at this point you're so far back. How do you beat the second Heart of the Vault?
This is not looking ideal. This is going to be a swing for 8 here, right? There's no way to get more damage in. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just done.
3 more Grenadin, your entire board's filled. All right, Tin Man just picking it up. So we're down. Magikarp just needs to pull it out one more time.
Yep. Yeah. I'm seeing, like I said, Heart of the Vault, Heart of the Cards. And, you know, Tin Man's got multiple hearts in this deck. Tin Man has the Heart of the Cards, Heart of the Vault, and my heart. Or sorry, Magikarp does, not Tin Man. Tin Man's a great player. Tin Man is a fantastic player. I'm just having fun with this. But you were just courting Magikarp and then said Tin Man's name.
You that's never an awkward, or that's like always an awkward situation. I just wanted to point that out for you. You literally
it's always fishy to court Magikarp.
What you're saying? I mean, I would start calling, if I was Magikarp, I'd start calling into question like how faithful you actually were being to me right now. Because if I'm shouting somebody else's name,
it's an issue.
Just saying, yeah.
All right, I think we're going to be jumping right back into these games here, though.
Yeah, so, Magikarp's hand is great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, leading with the drone. Double drone from Tin Man, too.
That's not bad. That is not bad by any stretch of the imagination. We are going to see this time. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is one of those awkward moments where if, Trailmaker dies, and, I mean, it won't now. They didn't get a torch or anything, but, I mean, if you can see if... Yeah, you just trade here.
Yep.
As much as you can.
Again, Magikarp blocking correctly here.
Yes.
Drones going down. Wow, that's a power off the top.
Draw the
and
power off
Amber
the top
Acolyte.
anyways. Oh my goodness. I was going to say, like, this is one of those few moments where it is a little scary because you're leaning really hard on the Trailmaker. If you don't draw power and it gets killed, then you could be in trouble. But Magikarp just kind of ripping.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, doesn't matter at all. Go ahead and swing it in with that Trailmaker, dropping Tin Man down to 23. Magikarp sitting at 23 as well. Magikarp opts not to Amber Acolyte here. And I have to mention, we're going to see the Torch. Purify is an option, but I kind of, and like maybe you value the fast spell over the 1 point of damage that you get. So because if you Purify the Argenport Instigator, then it's not going to deal the 1 damage to Tin Man.
I don't think you care about that. I think you Purify it for sure.
Fair enough. And now we're going to see a swing for 4. Tin Man dropping down to 19. Magikarp still at 22 here. Plays a power, passes the turn, leaving Torch up.
Magikarp doesn't care about little bits of damage like 1 point at a time. They're caring about like Xenon Obelisk and swinging or Rally and swinging in for a bunch. So it's not a big deal for them to do that. You probably chump here, honestly.
Do you? I think you can take 4. You go down to 18. You Torch the Bandit Queen, and then if you rip a power, great, because the Heart of the Vault cleans up one of the Grenadin drones. But past this, they're all just going to be 1/1s.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you have the assembly line that you're going to be able to play, or you just rip like a champion. You put that Granite Waystone. You get that Heart of the Vault. Kill. Oh,
I just don't mind chumping just because you know that you're drawing so live that all that matters is your life total at this point.
Yeah,
because time is so far on your side, right?
Yeah,
that's like I don't. Yeah, I mean they're in amazing shape, and there we go. Magikarp taking it down. Tin Man scoops them up. And that's a win, right? I mean, that's the whole match.
It is. Yeah, that is the match. Magikarp taking it down 3-1 to Tin Man. Congratulations to Magikarp. Yeah.
Multiple hearts. Heart of the Vault, Heart of the Cards, and mine. So
Tin Man!
Have the whole playlist, as a whole playset, as it were. And we've got
You're making
Magikarp
Tin Man a playlist too? We gotta
playset, a whole playset of Heart of the Vault. So Magikarp just takes the whole thing down and wins themselves the the mouse pad. So gets the winner playmat, and that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Well,
that was a great matchup. I think that, like what you said though, I feel like in a lot of the matchup that Stone Scar is favored, but we saw a lot of stumbles from Tin Man on power. Tin Man had some really awkward draws, and Magikarp just drew insane card after insane card. We saw multiple Heart of the Vaults almost every game. Like, Heart of the Vault was just stuck to their opening hand. They always had the power for it. They just curved into it over and over. It's almost impossible to come back out of that when you can't get enough power as Tin Man. So yeah, it was just the tough finals for Tin Man. Really well played by him, but I mean, Magikarp just had the luck and took it whole thing down, eh?
No, I agree. Congratulations again to both players for making it into the finals. Magikarp, though, taking it down. Congrats. It'll be interesting to see what we see next week in response to this these top 8 decks. Though again, I think Argenport barely lost, kind of by the skin of their teeth. So of course, I expect to see some number of Argenport in the top 8 next week. I still think that they also easily could have taken down this entire tournament, but we'll see. But with that, I think we're going to pass this off to our own Xenorath. Or Xenorath, excuse me. Wow. I say Zeno normally and then Xeno. Oh man. Let me say the full name. It's good. It's good. Zeno, you there?
Yeah, I think I'm here.
Home. Yeah.
All right, guys. Hello, everyone. I'm Xenorath. You can call me Zeno, Xenorath. I don't mind. Doesn't matter. I'm the shadow TO that lurks in the background, creeping in the shadows of Rakenna as he booms around the place. But yes, I would like to congratulate both Magikarp and Tin Man making it to the finals and getting their special inked.com playmats. Magikarp taking home the winner's mat, and Tin Man taking home his consolidation prize of coming in second. This also locks in Tin Man for Magikarp for his invitational seat, and we will be seeing him there. Next, I'd like to thank all the players and all the viewers. If it wasn't for all of you, we wouldn't be able to do this. Putting this tournament and stream on every week is great for everyone involved. I would also like to thank Militool and Teehee, our producers. Without them, we could not be putting on this broadcast. And also special thanks to our graphics and code contributors who make our jobs much, much easier. Specifically, Mengar for the deck image creation tool, and our video editor, Xkirby, for all his weekly highlights. We will be running... Oh, hold on. No, that's not right. Thank you to RNG himself. Yes, he's the founder of the site, the original tournament organizer. I'm the Shadow TO coming in third place after Rakana. But yes, RNG, he's the man responsible for a lot of work behind the scenes here and doing a lot of the sort of, let's say, finger puppet pulling of strings. Then a huge shout out and thanks to our Twitch subs and Patreon backers, as well as Inked.com for their, Inked Gaming for their recent partnership with us. They're the ones who will be providing the mouse pads for our winners and second place in our weekly tournaments. Our $20 Patreon backers are Chuck Hurst, Andre Pokai, Seek Power Gaming, Frosty HS, Corel, Team Rankstar, David Anderson, and the honorary mention to Why Not for all his Twitch subs that fly out on a random basis. You can find out our Patreon at www.patreon.com/RNGeternal. And then finally, thank you to our two casters, Ilian and Mark, aka Chibi Kawaii. Let's start with you, Mark. Got any last words to say?
Not particularly, though. I do have to say again, remember, if you're rooting for somebody, whether it's in your personal life or in the tournament series, make sure you call their name correctly, even in the heat of the moment. You just gotta be, it's just polite. Also, Zeno, I would like to say thank you to you. You've done a lot of good work today. So yeah, give yourself a little pat on the back as well. Also, I stream every once in a while. Haven't been streaming lately, so you know, if you see me online, come in and stop by. You know.
Well, Chibi, when you get back to streaming, I like to watch your streams because you've got energy here for Eternal, but man, your streams, they just like crank that stuff up to 12. Like you honestly just go berserk there. And Ilian, this, I believe, is your second time casting with us here at RNG Eternal. Got any words for our viewers out there? All right. I believe you are a streamer yourself. Do you have a little plug you want to plug in there for yourself, or a Twitter handle or something, so people can find out who you are? All right, great. Well, thank you both of you, Mark and Ilian, for your casting and commentary today. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And remember, if you guys there sitting watching me rant on to you about it, want to play in the ETS next week, it's a free and open registration for everyone. You can fill out the registration details at rngeternal.com. And it's also available in our Eternal Discord server in the tournament info channel. Then next week, we have the team draft that will be happening. That is happening on Sunday next week. It's another tournament that I will be running. And I will be doing that in cooperation with RNG himself. And then if you love my voice so much, I will also be running next week's ETS, and you can hear me rant a very similar rant once again at the end of that one. Then on Monday, we have our best of 3, our tournament recap show, currently hosted by RNG and Rick Kenner, although I'm not sure if Rick Kenner will make it for this Monday, but we'll have to see. His life has been turned upside down this weekend, so we hope he writes himself, and maybe we'll see him on Monday for best of 3. And that's it for this week's show. We stream ETS every Saturday, and the best of 3 on Monday. Lights Out Ace streams on Tuesday and Thursday nights, and sometimes Sunday in the afternoon. Thank you for coming out and listening to us and watching with us and enjoying with us. And we shall see you next time. Have a good night.